Welcome everyone to North American All-Stars here on the Overwatch League. I am Avast, and I am with my fellow Titan of Industry, Dogman, here to cast the Talent Takedown, the first event of the day.
The Titans of the industry are back again, or for the first time. Who knows how long we'll be around? I mean, longer than most others. That's why we're Titans of Vast. We're some of the best in the world in terms of stature, in terms of size. We're thick,
stature,
we're big.
Of course,
Everything.
stature. That's a given. That's 100% a given today. But we have a very jam-packed, event-filled day today here in the North American All-Stars. Not just the Talent Takedown, the T-Mobile Talent Takedown, that is. We have the Widowmaker 1v1 presented by State Farm right after, a mystery event, so stay on your toes, and the All-Star game. So a lot of fun events here in the work today, Dogman. And, which one are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward to the Talent Takedown.
You're participating later today.
The All-Stars, obviously, Team Reinhardt's going to succeed, I think. But overall, I'm looking forward to the Talent Takedown more than anything else. I want to see Jake. I want to see Reinforce. I want to see Sideshow, the boys, Brenji. It's going to be exciting.
Oh, we're going to see it all here in the T-Mobile Talent Takedown. And also for these teams here, both Team Custa and Team Jake, they were not drafted by accident. It was not coincidence. There was a draft that happened on Plat Chat, a very companion, stream-oriented channel. Let's take a look at it here real quick. Team Custa and Team Jake, the former Overwatch League pros, drafted their lineups with the help of Bren, who not only managed to wear the most hideous game show outfit, but somehow often mispronounced the word gentleman. But speaking of Bren, he was Jake's first pick, and Jaws was having an existential crisis about it. Our wardrobe stylist Haley helped Hex deliver his draft speech while he threw an absolute fit in the background, the drama queen that he is. And Johnny, not to be outdone by Hex, also lost it when he found out Bren was the first pick. I also lost it. And of course, Zoe basked in the sun in the Swiss Alps in a literal Sound of Music backdrop. Resplendent, the two-time Talent Takedown champ, is not stressed at all about her potential three-peat. So those were the picks. Team Jake and Team Custa, quite the roster, quite the matchup here, Dogman.
Yeah, I'm concerned for Team Custa, but I think they have a lot of good talent on the team, but Zoe has done such a good job winning those past two Talent Takedowns. But I mean, who knows? Somebody could come up with an upset today.
She's the Who-Reg of the Talent Takedown. 100%. Lucky
100%
charm.
win rate.
Let's take a look at those starters, though, for Team Custa. If you're not familiar with the teams, though, you should have seen it by now. Everyone's tweeting about it. Of course, it's the biggest event of the year here. This is Team Custa with ZPX, Hex, Reinforced Custa, and Frankie. And Dogman, who do you think we should be looking out for? Is it going to be the two X-Pros here?
No, I think it's going to be ZP. Obviously, you've casted with him before in Contenders, but I think overall his expertise in the FPS genre should get him the W today. For his team. It's going to be off his back. I think obviously you expect Reinforced and Custa to pop off because they're ex-professional players, but it's on ZP to be the X Factor.
Really? It's on ZP to be the X Factor, not Mr. X. But taking a look here at Team Jake. Team Jake starters, of course, everyone knows Jake, the Adonis himself, chiseled from marble. But beside him, who do we have? Uncle Egg, Mr. Egg, Frictionless Smooth, Bren, of course. Now, who are your picks to watch here for Team Jake, Dogman?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Jake, Frictionless Sideshow, he's growing it back.
He's friction filled in this pick.
Yeah, he's still a little scrappy there, but we have Bren, honestly, the Brenji, something to look out for, the Bren Widowmaker. I think he's the X factor for this team as he was in the past Talent Takedown.
Some real wild card picks here for you, Dogman here, but we do have a list of the maps and what our rules are going to be here today. It's 6v6 competition across a 3-map set, so if we do go up 2-0, we will still play a third map, and it's using a standard competitive rule set here. Map 1 will be King's Row with Genji and Tracer. All other DPS will be disabled. Map 2 will be Rialto with some good, honest compositions here. Goats coming back, no DPS needed here, and Map 3 will be Widowmaker Tracer on Lijiang Tower. And if we do need to go to a tiebreaker, it will be a standard 6v6 with 2v2, 2-2-2 lock on Oasis. So, which one are you most excited for, Dogman? Are you excited for the honest Overwatch? Some goats?
Oh, man, it's tough to say. I'm actually most excited for a Genji Tracer. Goats was a good year for the Atlanta Reign. Don't get me wrong. But Genji Tracer, I think some of the best Overwatch we've seen has been with those two characters being the lead. But I don't know if it's going to go to a map 4. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And also, there's already a lot of giving going on today here because Sideshow in particular will be getting up a lot of free kills. But T-Mobile here for the Talent Takedown is nice enough to also give up to $75,000 today, $50,000 to the charity of choice for the winning team, and $25,000 to the runner-up. And those two charities are the following. Team Custa is playing for the UNCF, which has helped raise more than $5 billion and helped more than 500,000 students and counting, not just attend college, but thrive, graduate, and become leaders. They award 10,000 student scholarships worth more than $100 million each year by providing financial support to 37 historically black colleges and universities. And Team Jake will be representing the Equal Justice Initiative. They are a non-profit human rights organization committed to ending mass incarceration and excessive punishment in the United States, to challenging racial and economic injustice, and to protecting basic human rights for the most vulnerable people in American society. So I have to say that this is going to be a very, very giving-filled day, dog man, and there's great causes all around here for both squads.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Avast, a very charitable event. I mean, $75,000 total. That's nothing to laugh at there. T-Mobile has been a fantastic sponsor here of this event. I'm super excited.
It is. It's going to be a great day, and we're just now getting started here for the T-Mobile Talent Takedown. We're going to map 1. It's Kings Row for this first map, and remember, the rules here is that it's only some dishonest dive, not the honest goats, dog man, but it's going to be the Genji Tracer here on Kings Row. And, you know, we went through your picks here, but is that going to change as we go into Kings Row and depending on the meta for this map?
No. I mean, I think realistically, if I go back to a story from a former teammate of mine, Baby Bay, he said when he was playing for the San Francisco, he was shocked that he played against a team called the London Spitfire, the Season 1 champions.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah, maybe you heard of them. Maybe you scrimmed them back in the day. But when they played the Winston on this map, when they played that dive, it was near unstoppable, and they were just a level above everybody else.
Well, Dogman, you have to remember that. I wasn't a scrimming type of guy, remember, okay? I wasn't a scrimming, wasn't a play, much more of a mascot of sorts.
You say that, but I remember some DMs from the Avasta Season 1 saying, I don't know, we're kind of dominating everybody with me in the lobby here. So, I mean,
that's a long, ancient history now.
I remember the dominant vest. I remember.
The dominant vest, of course. But now we're getting ready to start here. 13 seconds and counting down here for the squads. Team Jake versus Team Custa here in the T-Mobile Talent Takedown. Kings Row. Both squads set up. It's looking like we're seeing some Winston Zarya dive here for Team Custa as opposed to the Winston Diva. What are going to be the advantages, disadvantages here when we look at how they're going to set up here, dog man?
I mean, it's all going to be on Hex to get high charge, That's the whole point of playing Zarya, is that you play it similarly to a DPS with high amounts of HP. Whereas Uber's going to be looking to take those Frankie's heal orbs and stuff like that, but immediately team Jake into the back line.
Oh, and a great anti-nade coming out here from Jaws. Bren dashing through, and off that nade, the initiation. Dogman, that's the first point going to Team Jake off the cleat, the Bringy, the Jaws Ana.
They didn't even need the information. I mean, they just immediately went to the back line, and Bren dashed through while Jake was pumping out the damage. Unfortunately for Team Custa, nobody's really gotten much ult charge there either besides Mr. X, so they're kind of coming to this next fight with a little bit of disadvantage, considering they also can't give Mr. X a Nano Blade. He's going to have to go in alone without anything, while Jaws, on the other hand, 80% on Nano Boost. Yeah, the Nano Boost is going to be up so soon, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Sideshow on the main tank, a character style. Jake gonna hit the stick though. That's an opening pick, and they found Frankie, and that's gonna be another fight down. Yeah, Jake with the early pulse bomb on to reinforce with a huge opening. That's kind of on Hex there. He needed to bubble him.
Oh, Mr. X, no.
Teammate. Oh no.
Oh no, Mr. X, please leave. Oh, he can't. He can't. Can he get out?
I don't think so.
Wait, he's on the pack, and
no,
he's not. The answer is no. Well, that's a little bit of a beef. Dogman. So looking now for Team Custa's recontest, what do they need to do to win the next fight? Looking at the ult bank for Team Jake.
Well, they're already looking a bit confused. Frank, he's losing the 2v1 in the corner, tracked down by 3 of them. Team Jake with the comms, probably you hear Jake with his massive amount of words, while Team Custa is coming back in the next fight now in a 5v6 against a Nano Boost Tracer. It's Jake in the back line. Nano Boost, what is he gonna do? He's gonna get Frankie low. Sideshow with the follow-up into the back line. Sideshow with the cleanup kill by Hex kills Bren.
I mean, even if they're gonna get these kills, Hex needs to stay alive here, keep this energy up, but they don't touch point. The entire time they're peeling back for the dive, Dogman, and they don't touch point. And sure, they're gonna have some ults up now, but they've given up 2 points already. Team Jake just retreating back, gonna get healed up. Back up. But this next fight should be Team Custa's. You see 5 ults up on the board here. They have some fight winners, but not if Jake does that. Not if Jake does that.
Jake with a massive pulse bomb. Reinforcers waiting there for heals, and he was AFK. Jake, the silent in the back line on Tracer, managed to get them. DP finds Jake, but it's a little too late. There's one left fight on this last point.
Oh, and look at this beautiful tank play here from Team Jake. Uber eating the Matrix, eating the pulse, keeping the Matrix up to make sure that Sideshow, so desperate, so determined to feed while being low HP, does not. And that perfect Winston tracking coming out here, really well done from Sideshow as the re-engage happens for Team Custa.
Oh, huge sleep! Reinforce popped the Primal Rage, but was slept immediately, and Mr. X got the beat. And
Uber eats another! He eats grab!
Oh, and a waste to grab!
Oh my goodness,
Jake.
Uber! He's so used to eating for the gains. He's so good at eating, dude. He's so good.
But what an absolute mad lad. But Hex still finds Jake. You know, they use a lot of ults here, but Jaws with the DPS and finds Custa. Can they make this work? Mr. X is dashing to the backline, not taking any damage.
And Sideshow just tanking some of this damage there. The Nano keeping him up, building some of that primal range. Both teams just resetting. High ground going to be taken here for Team Jake. They're getting ready to set up this next dive here again. Ideally trying to find someone. They are going to find Hex.
Jake immediately finds the pulse bomb into ZP somehow. I don't know how that happens, but Frankie finds two! Frankie finds two on the Moira, fades back in the back like, can she keep it alive for Custa? It doesn't look like it. Uber finds her, cleans her up, and it looks like nobody's going to touch the point.
No, Reinforce is going to get that touch. You see the spawners coming out here for Team Custa. It's on ZP. Well, he hits the stick, but it's a full HP Sideshow with the beat at
beat
that.
Drop.
So now Team Jake, they're still in a great position. They can keep Jaws alive here. They can keep healed up. Team Custa need to find something off this blade.
Custa with a boop off the map onto Zoe. He had the rollout. Zoe wasn't expecting it, and just because of that one pick, it looks like they're going to have to full reset. Will Jaws into the backline, doing actually pump out a quite damage. Mr. X, what a shot on Genji. Track down Jake.
That's real clean. Now Team Custa, they've stabilized here. Coming up that both tank ults, both support ults. I love this anti-dive style here for Team Custa. Frankie just on the Moira, making sure it's a little bit harder to dive her, get rid of her in that fight. And Team Jake, you know, they're going to have Nano, they'll have Bomb, but there's really no other fight winners here. Do they want to commit these ults in this fight, Dogman?
I'm not too sure, but they probably will, considering Team Custa has been popping ults on cooldown. Hex gets high charge, but Mr. X dashed by Bren. Into the backline, goes a Diva Bomb with the beat drop, but doesn't find anything else besides Mr. X. Team Custa has to find some kills to open this up. Jake into the backline, finds a pulse bomb, but doesn't find much besides Hex.
Frankie, she actually Wraith formed out of it. Reinforce gonna pop the Primal now, looking to just contest this point, but Bren getting the dives, finding people left and right. Jake trying to follow up off that dive too. Bren with the blade, the Brenji, 1, 2, can he find a third? The answer is no, but it might just be enough if they can finish these kills here on point.
Hex has to delay. Hex and Reinforce have to delay. And Bren has been a monster right now, pumping out the damage, getting the final blows. Uber is there as well, but a grab coalescence combo gets two. Uber's out of mech. I don't think they're gonna be able to follow this up fast.
Oh, and Sideshow pops the Primal, but definitely not worth it. He just goes off the map. He just goes off the map. That's cool. Why not? Why not? And what a beautiful grab there from Hex and the follow-up from Frankie Ward. Keeping them in this fight, stopping the point here yet again. Let's get the instant replay. Walking Sideshow plunged to his doom.
Don't do it to him like it, man.
Let's see it. And gone. And gone.
No, you can't do him like
My people need me. Goodbye,
in the
Uncle Egg.
slow-mo.
So Team Custa here still defending the point, Dogman. They have a blade. They're getting close to a beat. Team Jake will have double support ult, maybe an aggressive engage coming up over here, but it looks like Mr. X wants to go first.
Ooh. The combo into the blade. Jaws needs to stay alive, but he doesn't. Mr. X low, but still finds the Brenji. Jake's there. Makes it even fight, but this last point super hard to close out when you're already down 2. Frankie touched out the map. No.
Where did Frankie go? Okay, Frankie's gone. And Jake's still contesting point. Gonna drop the pulse. Will he get anyone else? No. ZP gonna clean him up. But Team Jake, they're still alive. They're still on the point. They are gonna have a Diva Bomb here to clear out that point, and they have the beat to keep everyone alive. Everyone gets it.
Yeah, but Mr. X is still alive with 1 HP. Frankie's doing a good job. Beat drop as well from Custa to close it out. And ZP's dead, though. Diva Bomber to the point. They have no bubble to hold it. And Mr. X goes down. That's actually going to be an open up for Jake as they get the respawns here.
Reinforce popping that Primal, looking to go to the back line, but they need to try to isolate Jaws, maybe find someone else, but it was really tough with the peel from Zoe. ZP going to the flank, taking the 1v1, looking for a pulse. Does he get it? He does! Yes! He gets Bren!
What a huge pulse bomb by ZP. It sticks on Bren, and that opens up the fight for Custa on this defense. And as we mentioned before, Avast, this third point is very difficult to take. They might have had 5 minutes to start off this third point, but because of how it works, it's kind of similar to 2CP. When you're down 1 on the attacking side, it makes it 10 times harder to cap it out. Definitely
a tough point to cap here. Team Custa, more of a last point type of team. building up towards the support ults here again, and Uber is gone. Goodbye, Uber. Goodbye. He's been booped by Custa, so Custa controlling the high ground here as the rest of Team Custa try to clean up here on the Mega Pack. But they need to be careful. They've lost some frags. Team Jake looking to come back in. This is last fight territory, Dogman.
20 seconds.
15
20
seconds remaining.
left. Nano boost, pulse bomb. It got the damage boost and pulse bomb because of the nano boost. And Bren's into the back line with the blade, but no nano boost, and he goes low because of the no nano boost. They're still alive, but the beat drop from Custa opened it up for Team Custa on the defense. But Jake finds reinforce. This is all on Jake, and it has been the entire map. But a primal rage from Sideshow to try to close it up as well. But Mr. X finds Jaw. No made heals as he pops the blade. Mr. X finds Zoe, but he's down to Uber. But they don't have enough to close it out. I think Jake's on the point. Frankie's off the map again.
Frankie's off the map. There's the grab from Hex. It's on the point. It's only Uber getting caught in that, but Sideshow so low. Can they finish Sideshow? They can't. Jake been a menace this entire time, and I think this is going to be the cap for Team Jake.
Oh my God. Against all odds. That was insane.
And now we have a special segment here. T-Mobile has the takedown tactics, where we can listen into some of the comms here for Team Jake.
Fights. So I think that was also
I can go Moira, but like I'm not dying basically. I'm getting dove on, but I can go Moira if needed.
Yeah, I think it's like I think we should play more on defense though, because I think it's gonna make. I think Nano is less useful on defense basically.
Okay, sure.
Because it's less about me opening up the fight, and it's more about just having like the more sustainable long-term brawl.
That slap would have hit Matt's blade too, but Johnny jumped in as well and bubbled it. Kill me.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're playing good. They're beefing hard. Frankie's faded off the map like 3 times. I'm like forcing.
That's all good. I need to not swear because of our voice comes.
True.
Well, they'll get toast before they listen in. I mean,
I hope so, because I'm used to push the talk.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust any of it.
Yeah. Have you ever been hot mic'd before? Never happened to me.
No, it's
No,
never.
couldn't be me. Hey, what do you guys think about running through hotel at the start?
Yeah, I think overall it seemed pretty interesting there, Avast.
I think if anyone sees.
Well, here's the important part, is that I am a professional broadcaster, and I was still muted there when I said, little did ZP know that we weren't going to throw. So get jebaited, ZP. Get jebaited, and also get jebaited broadcast, because I was muted. So now here comes Steve Custa, though, on the offense, and already a lot of damage coming out to Jaws. They're going to go for the dive.
Yeah, we're seeing a change in strategy as the Moira comes out. They can play a lot more aggressive because Jaws was talking about how he was getting dope, but Reinforce finds Bren, but it might be a little too late because they're already down 2. ZP's trying to find something into the backline, actually pumping out a lot of damage, but unfortunately he's going to fall, and Team Jake gets the first point hold so far.
And you heard them talking about it in the interim, and when we heard the takedown tactics, Dogman, they wanted Jaws to swap to the Moira, make sure they're more of a counter dive style, and they don't have to worry about protecting or peeling for the backline here. So Team Custa and Team Jake is really just a difference of Zarya versus D.Va. They need Hex to get that energy.
Oh, but Custa finds Jake. This is a main support carry. Custa's actually been on fire this series so far. And Frankie tosses out the heal warp to try to close it out for them, but Team Jake's on the counter dive. Can they find anything more? Mr. X already got the blade.
Well, it is a large blade, perhaps. Gonna find one, but they did make the space, you know? They follow up after the blade. They make sure they're continuing the dive. They pick up the rest of those kills. And now Team Custa gonna come back towards the point, regroup here. First point going the way here for Team Custa. And a pretty fast one. I would say that Team Jake, they did a great job, and they're actually going to look into recontest, but they get booped. What a good boop there from Custa.
Custa's been absolutely on fire this series so far. But huge shout out to Mr. X, honestly, there. I mean, building a blade, staying alive. He's been playing consistent. You know, he's not getting those final blows, but he's getting the damage off, so he's building the blade faster than the Brenji right now. And obviously, I think that mattered in terms of closing out this point, and as well as Custa's boop, obviously. But Mr. X actually playing quite well, in my opinion, compared to where Bren's been a little silent on this defense so far.
Yeah, I mean, definitely for the stylistic difference here, though. Bren, he's more of a high testosterone gamer, you know, and Mr. X, he's definitely evened out. He's evened out through the years. He keeps a more tactical approach, and already a lot of damage early on to Mr. X, getting caught a little too far up.
The caster curse came for Mr. X, unfortunately, there. He tried to play it slow, but unfortunately the rest of his team wasn't there because the cart's so far back. But Jake, with a huge pulse bomb, getting huge stickies all the way this series so far. Team Custa's popping some more ults, though. They dropped the beat and the primal in the losing fight and coalescence. It's looking rough for them.
They have to make sure to get rid of that high energy Zarya, which they do. Hex, though, building up towards the grab, 82% when the respawn's going to happen. A lot of ults invested there for Team Jake to make sure they can recontest here. Only the beat going to be available for Zoe, and she needs to make sure to save that here for the grab for Hex. But it's also 2 fight winners, Dogman. They have Hex's grab and Mr. X's blade, and somehow they have to mitigate the damage from both.
Yeah, and surprisingly, the team coordination of both teams has been pretty good, so I believe in Team Custa to get this grab off, but Reinforce is already low. Jake is harassing him like crazy, but he's still alive. Frankie with some good heals. Hex coming in, has the grab, can't get eaten by Uber, but he goes low. He doesn't get it off.
I have to say, I saw the intent. I saw the intent there in Hex's stance, but Zoe goes for the beat and gets stuck by ZP. Zed with the stick, finding 2 and denying the beat. That's power. Zed power right there.
Zed power, ZP, the 7-foot gaming god, cleans it up for his team on the attack when all looked lost. Mr. X had the cleanup blade there as well, but ZP team.
Oh, he drops the T-Mac there onto Jaws. You love to see it. ZP, let's get the instant replay. You see him hunting. Here he is, a predator in his natural habitat, and drops the question mark here as he denies the beat from Zoe and catches Sideshow. Now that's Chad. That is an unbelievable Chad move there from ZP.
That has to be the chat of the match there, from another perspective. Here comes it back like Jake actually might be losing. Oh!
He gets Frankie with the fadeaway.
He faded.
And Uber Eats grab again. Uber Eats grab again. And now the recontest here for Team Jake. Uber continuing to munch his calorie intake. Incredible.
Trash Uber, trash talking Hex in the chat as well. Oh my god. Well, I'm sorry, Hex. As we call it, you know, usually when grab is built for that long, we call that a second grab, but unfortunately that was a first and it was eaten by Uber. Absolutely great work by Uber, as they still have ults for this next fight. It's too advanced.
And Team Custa, when you look at this engage here, ideally they want to try to get some cooldowns out with the Coalescence. They'll have the beat for Bren's blade. But it's one of those difficulties where if you want to engage early with Cole, right, you have to make sure that you're going to dodge some of the ults, especially that bomb from Uber.
Oh, the beat! Yeah, the beat counters, in fact, Bren's blade, and he gets killed by Hex. So Hex kind of having the revenge tour here. And Frankie with a good Coalescence, they dodged the Diva Bomb as well. So they're kind of getting on the right track. Sideshow popped the Primal Rage when his team is dead.
It's up to Sideshow and Jake to really just contest this point. Right now, they just went past the bomb. They engaged heavily off of Bren's blade, and they just went through them with the Cole there. And now, Team Custa, complete control of the point. Team Jake likely not even going to try to recontest. They should just wait here on last. Last is the true point to hold. That's what they're going to do. And Mr. X holding onto the blade, reinforced to hold onto a primal as well, so maybe they can use that primal to force a cooldown to set up the blade. You know, they have a couple options here for Team Custa. Not much for Team Jake.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to ZP as well, by the way. I mean, he's been playing very aggressive into a professional Overwatch, or ex-professional Overwatch League player as Bren dabs into Frankie. I don't know what she was doing in the backline. Maybe she was still safe, but Jake as well finds reinforced because the heals are down, and it looks like Team Custa is on the reset already.
And that's a great fight for Team Jake. Getting Frankie early there, off the dive, meaning they don't have to use any ults. Team Custa weren't able to invest any of theirs either, so they're burning some time off the clock. 2 minutes, counting down, soon to be. And now Team Jake, they're in a much better position. They're going to have their support ult, so they're going to have a blade. So with this next fight here, we're still just waiting for Hex to get that grab maybe for the initiation. But it might be Team Custa just going early with the blade.
Oh, Jaws. Yeah, no, Jaws actually, Team Jake goes first with the Coalescence. Early aggressive plays tend to work out in Overwatch currently, even at the professional level, and that's working out at the talent level as well. So really good engage.
This is very professional, Dogman, okay? This is
very professional, yeah.
Level, okay?
But yeah,
Question marks being dropped left and right. If I wouldn't know any better, this is an Atlanta Rain game.
Oh, well, I mean, listen, if Baby Bay was still on the team, I think so. But, you know, since he's been gone, it's been the same. So you're probably right, actually. I take that back.
Yeah, it's been the same. So there's the blade engage here for Team Custa. Trying to go very aggressive. Going for Bren, actually. Removing the blade from the fight. Mr. X going for Bren to remove the blade. Winning the duel there. Huge anime vibes. But Jake still giving his life with a double pulse bomb. And they might still be able to hold.
Yeah, maybe they will, actually. Even with Sideshow's Primal Rage, keeps it alive on the point, so this time he's actually doing quite well. But I thought they would just take the reset there, considering they popped a Primal Blade and Pulse Bomb on the attack. But now support ults and a Graviton Surge. Can Team Custa get it off this time, or will Uber eat it once again?
See Reinforce going up to this high ground, trying to poke Sideshow out, which they will do. Uber, though, going to take that place in Custa. Team Custa, they have grab, they have beat. There's the beat and the blade. Bringy, he was just looking to bait it, I guess. He says, no, my blade will not taste any blood today.
Oh, no, Zoe! though he's there with the beat drop again, and this Graviton Surge is going to be huge because there's no beat drop to help clean it up, but the Coalescence is actually there from Jaws, keeping his team alive. Sideshow going down to the little bit of HP, and so he's finally back with the beat drop just in case they need it. I don't think they will, as the Bren or Mr. X unfortunately falls there. And Team Jake actually sustaining. ZP falls off the map or kills himself with a pulse bomb. I'm not exactly sure. Zoe drops
this is the last fight, Dogman, by the way. This is the last fight. This is really high energy, and Zoe was playing a dangerous game, staring death in the face. Oh, no. But Team Jake have recontested, and despite that early death, Jake killed himself. He's not here. He's not here to win the fight. He killed her with a pulse bomb. And they got to. Oh no! Oh no! They're back with Blade. They're gonna win the fight. They're gonna win the fight.
No, he cleans him up. No.
They need to get Bren. They need to get Bren on point. Bren's so low. The Cole's back. Oh, they don't find Bren, and now the Blade. And despite the best throw attempt here from Team Jake. Team Custa might not be able to finish, but wait, ZP finding one, Hex finding another. ZP does have pulls. He needs to hit the stick, but he's down. And I think this is gonna be done. Map 1 going the way of Team Jake, despite their best efforts at the end.
Oh, Team Jake, I want to hear their comms. They must be going absolutely insane right now. They might be... I could just see Jake just being back in that competitive mindset. It's crazy.
Well, we do have the takedown tactics here for T-Mobile, so let's get a listen in.
Gotcha, thank you.
Good map, guys. Well played.
Good job, guys.
Frankie.
Sideshow. Of the things I imagine when I pulse suicided, the one of them was not you.
Well, that was about as close as it gets.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes.
Oh my.
They barely won.
Sound barriers provided. Good.
Definitely some difference in energy there, Dogman. You know, we have like great stuff. Everyone keep it up. And Jake, of course, not expecting Sideshow to feed as hard as he did, but I don't know how Jake isn't expecting Sideshow to feed as hard as humanly possible. And then on conversely, we just have them going, you know what, guys? Reinforce. That's about the best as we could hope for.
Yeah, this might be his hardest team he's had to carry. You know, Jake pulling a LeBron James Cavs, 2016 or whichever year it was. But absolutely insane work by him. I mean, ZP, I have to give credit where credit is due. Team Custa lost, but he's actually playing, crazy right now. He's going, he's matching Jake, at least to some degree.
I mean, ZP, he'll make sure to tell you every time you ask him, but he has played a lot of video games in his time. He used to be a professional in another game. But we're going to go to a break real quick, and we'll be right back with Rialto for the GOATS match.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by T-Mobile. Switch today and rank up to America's largest 5G network, T-Mobile. The Overwatch League is brought to you by T-Mobile. Switch today and rank up to America's largest 5G network, T-Mobile. And by State Farm. For auto, home, or renters insurance, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Can they create history before our very eyes? Sit down! I mean, it's just unbelievable.
This is such a good day of Overwatch.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the 2020 Overwatch League Player Roundtable, presented by Xfinity. I'm your host, Jake, caster and analyst for the Overwatch League. Joining me today are Gator from the Atlanta Reign and Ark from the Washington Justice. Thanks for coming today, guys. What was like that catalyst to make you want to take the game more seriously?
I wasn't like competitive gamer before, so I just persuaded my parents and tried it, and I think it worked well.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. This again is just so scrappy.
How about you, Gator? Did you have like another path in life you were on before pro gaming came along?
Yeah, the typical, just going to college and just do the bare minimum to pass my classes, and then just play Overwatch all day. So
me too, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for starting that off with a bang, Gator.
If you had to pick one skill for a player, what sort of skill would you think is important?
Probably speed. Being able to play fast, think fast. I feel like a lot of the good teams, they think faster and they play faster.
I think if you're not like having a good personality to become a good teammate, then there's no way that you can just get through it all.
Firing on all cylinders, that was just deadly.
I'd like to thank Ark and Gator for joining me, and we'll see you next time on the Player Roundtable presented by Xfinity.
Welcome back to the T-Mobile Talent Takedown. I am Avast. This is Dogman, my co-caster, and we've already seen one very exciting map here. With the pretty much the Genji Tracer only setups. Lots of grabs being eaten, lots of blades being whiffed, lots of sideshows falling down chasms.
I don't know how you do that, man. I'm sorry. I don't know how you fall off the map with Primal Rage of all ults 2 times on the same point.
Never underestimate his power.
Only Sideshow. Never underestimate the feedage power of the Sideshow.
Well, that is Team Jake, though, taking the first map here on Kings Row, but we're going into Rialto for our second map, and it is going to be the GOATS show match, aka the honest Overwatch match here, because DPS, very dishonest, but tanks and supports, extremely honest. Wouldn't you agree?
Is that what it is? Is that what, I mean, I guess, yes, man.
Extreme honesty.
We hate
Extreme
DPS
honesty.
players over here, okay?
Yeah, we exactly. Don't need. We're more of a tank main type of game. You know, we're more of a support main type of game. We're more of raiding, more so than shooting.
Exactly. Start queuing up tank so I can get games faster, please. I'm done with these 10-minute queues on DPS, man. Please play tank.
We are going to be getting in here to Rialto. As we hear Dogman sort of giving us a little bit foreshadowing that he's swapping to DPS next year. So be on the lookout for that, everyone that's a fan of the Overwatch League. So be on the lookout for that. But we're here with Team Jake and Team Custa again here in the T-Mobile Talent Takedown. Team Jake currently up 1 map, and now they're in the GOATS show match here. Do you think that the sort of the advantage of Jake in particular is going to be mitigated now that we're in sort of a GOAT situation, Dogman?
Yeah, I mean, you know Jake as well as everybody else. I mean, realistically, this guy is one of the most competitive people on the planet. He's going to lock the Zarya. I mean, that's the carry in this comp. He's looking to close out this series. He wants to win. He wants his charity to get that $50,000. And obviously, the trash talk's going to come out so that he can also, you know, get in the heads of the enemy team. I know you know that as well. I mean, this guy is the most competitive person I think I know on the planet, honestly.
He is. He's very good at the psychological warfare. That is for certain. As we see everyone from both teams, mostly actually I would say Team Jake plugging their own, or rather, yeah, mostly Team Jake honestly plugging their own YouTubes. Though Bren sort of started it there. Don't check those out. No reason to. No reason to look at those.
No reason at all.
We're going to be starting here on Rialto. Doors opening up. Both squads on their GOATS heroes here. Is Bren going to be on the main tank with Reinforce? Going to be mirroring them. So next main tank, pro main tank player versus Bren on main tank. That sounds good. And we're going to have a very exciting time. Though I guess they put Jake onto the Zarya, so that makes sense because, you know, you're going to put your DPS, your most aim-dependent player is Johnny. Oh. Johnny's in.
Johnny's in the back line with, I don't think he has the new skin on, but you see Bren, because he's on the Team Jake team, he has got the Atlanta All-Star skin, and it actually looks quite nice right now. I think it's the first time we've seen it as a pause comes out, actually, for a reinforce. Maybe he didn't mean to press the shift key.
Maybe. I mean, I think he's just wanting to pause real quick, a tactical pause, because he didn't get a kill off the pin, you know? He has to be like, well, let's just reset a bit. Let's think about this one just for a little bit. Because Bren also has outbuilt Reinforce so far on the Ryan duel. Playing a little bit of the counter dive Ryan, one could say, in the GOATs. But we're not quite sure what the pin may be. But it's Johnny calling the pause that everyone's typing Lotto Force in chat. So perhaps we are back to old Johnny, and he just wants some time to think about his trajectory for the next pin.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it probably is, actually. His cooldown's coming up. Maybe he has his pin ready to go. But Bren, because of Johnny going into the back line with charge, is already 90 on a shatter. So let's see how he plays it. You think he can get a shatter onto a
He's waiting for the next Lotto Force pin here. Bren already about to have the shatter. He's trying to get past the shield. You know that Reinforce has to know this, though. But look at the pressure. Look at so much pressure on Johnny. There's the shatter. Oh, boy. Now that is dirty. And that's might be first point, though. There is going to be a recontest available here for Team Custa, as Jake trying to chase across the bridge. He wants to get rid of Mr. X, make sure that energy does not get out.
Yeah, Bren with these continual highlight plays, honestly, Avest. I mean, every talent showdown, he's managed to pop off to some degree. Really great work from him, honestly, and Team Custa's on the reset. They're trying to spawn camp right now.
They are trying to spawn camp. They're going to commit the coal. They're going to commit the grab on the bridge, so no touch is going to be possible here for Team Custa.
Nice.
You see the pressure still coming in. Reinforce has the shatter available. There is no shield, and they booped Reinforce. He gets one, but can they follow it up?
Oh, yeah, they almost did, actually, but Bren somehow finds CP into the back line of the brig, and they're going to be forced to reset there. Really nice boop from
Zoe.
Or from
no, I
Zoe,
believe it was either Zoe or Uber there with the flail, because I'm pretty sure that they knew that Johnny was going to go for that shatter. They booped him back when the shield was down, and they denied all the cleanup, and now they're looking to stagger Hex. Hex going to the canal. Goodbye, Hex. And the luck charm, the good luck charm, doing it once again here. The 2-peat potentially coming up to the 3-peat here for Zoe. As Bren's going to have another shatter, they will have bomb here available. And for Team Custa, Dogman, what do they need to do? Looking at their ult bank, it seems like they just need to commit in this next fight.
Yeah, I think Bren's got to get high charge. It's his first grab, and he needs to get this off. Jake is about to lap him in the Graviton Surge. He's already 80 on it, so Mr. X needs to get this off as soon as possible. He's looking for it, gets it, but doesn't have any follow-up damage. Doesn't look like it just yet, but Custa finds Uber, and Reinforce drops the shatter, so okay, maybe they can get back into this.
See Bren getting the pin, actually taking down Reinforce MTD. Actual MTD. I'm not seeing it typed in chat, but that is an MTD moment. Custa chasing, looking at a little bit of extra damage, but Team Custa, they're going to need to regroup. They lost some players, some good follow-up there, some good patience from Mr. X, because they baited Sideshow's Matrix there. They set up, they made sure all the cooldowns were out, and ZP popped the rally as well to make sure they could clean it up. Now Team Jake coming back in here. They have a grab of their own. They have a coalescence to set up the engage. Custa's going to have a great beat, maybe with an early engage here for Team Custa to make sure that Jake doesn't get a good grab now.
Yeah, so many ults. I mean, this is going to be hard to get off, but yeah, it's going to be on Custa to get this perfectly timed beat drop so nobody dies. And yes, the coalescence popped as well, and the beat drop. They still find Custa. The damage and target focus has been absolutely insane for Team Jake. Must be those comms from Jake as well in the high charge area to find those kills in the Graviton Surge through a beat drop. Fantastic work from Team Jake, and not really many ults used either at the best.
Yeah, 100%. When Jake gets going to get the comms, it's like a high pressure system has entered your area there. The actual wind pressure difference is crazy coming from there. As Team Jake continue to chase for frags, Jake high energy. He is pushing really heavily. And where's his team? Where's his team? He needs some help. He's dead. Now he has no energy. Oh no, I could hear Jake as Frankie is actually paratrooping Moira and is going down. So that's a late stagger kill. Team Custa losing some late kills here, but Team Jake's just gonna wait for Jake to come back up. Their team captain, their idol.
I mean, Jake's gonna have 3 Graviton Surge to Mr. X's not yet 2. So Jake is doing absolutely insane. No slight to Mr. X, but Jake has been putting the damage, even if it means he's going into the back line to get himself killed.
There's the early cold coming out for Frankie. Team Custa looking to find someone. ZP a little far forward, gonna have to pop the rally. Or actually, I have to say Uber a little far forward. Got to pop the rally.
Scatter.
There's the bomb invested. Sideshow gonna eat a grab.
Eva Bomb eats the grab. But the coalescence into the Graviton Surge from Jake, and can they get the final kills, or the follow-up kills? Uber finds Reinforce. They're all low, and in GOATs, as you know, it's super hard to win a fight when you're already down in a 5v6.
And a great pin in there late from Bren as well. What a good team fight there. Sideshow, of course. He's the hero player that we would look for. Is Jake. He's standing in the spawn doors. He has high energy. He's looking to pull another grab. Mr. X going so low. Team Custa, they fear Jake. They fear him. There's going to be the pin in, the early beat. But with that early beat invested, they're going to have to watch for Jake getting the grab here, Dogman.
Yeah, where was this Jake Zarya in the GOATS meta for the Houston Outlaws? As Custa finds Jaws somehow. I don't know how Lucio manages to do that, but the skill differential from Custa is just absolutely shown on the Jaws there as they reset because they're down the main heels.
And this is actually a super important fight. Even though and they weren't able to get any frags, they kept Jake alive, and they kept everyone else alive, so they don't have to full reset, and they still have high energy here. So now they can come back in. It's only reinforcing Frankie with ult. Though Johnny reinforced on the flank, but he wasn't there to shield his team. He wasn't there to shield his team.
Reinforced 500 IQ, but yes, yeah, he got his team absolutely
Everyone shattered. They all got grabbed too. Frankie committing the call. ZP also investing the rally. But Team Jake, they have full point control right now. They're going to have to clean up these frags here on point though before Hex can clear them the bomb and before Custa can get beat.
This is going to be hard for Team Custa to follow up here because Jake's got high energy, and unlike Tracer, he doesn't have 150 HP. He's got 400. Bren, yeah, he blocks the shatter. You know, a lot of force blocked the shatter, but unfortunately for him, his team is going to take the L here at this first attack for Team Jake.
And we do have the T-Mobile takedown tactics here, so we can listen into the comms here for the teams. For Team Jake first, let's see what they have to say.
Rival Mitch.
Yeah, dude.
Did you win a grab?
Yeah, he did. It was an impact grab.
Cracked.
Nice, dude. We got everything we need.
Let's go, guys.
Bren's still got to earn those sneakers. We need to focus the shield more.
I mean, believe me, I'm doing it.
Boys,
the trouble is that they're playing very split when they know I have.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, they're not playing well at all right now, Bren. You're not gonna get a 6-man because they're just they're like feeding. Like we're not. So who cares?
Try and shit up like.
As long as we win, I don't.
That's what I mean. Play to win. All right. So remember on this defense, me and Bren do the bubble trade, and we just play that corner. Our corners are.
All right. What's our plan here?
Win.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that. But our actual plan to win.
Yes.
Listen to Custa.
Okay.
Well, there's the insight into both the team comms as expected. As expected, Team Jake sort of talking down there onto Team Custa. I mean, they're seeing that they're playing a little split. Team Custa saying, please, Custa, just lead us like an amorphous floating brain to victory here because we have no plan of our own. As now Team Custa, though, going to be on this offense. Bren looking desperately for the sneakers, Dogman, but John Spector already said that he's not going to give it to him, so good luck, Bren.
No, I mean, a lot of force, unfortunately, is going to probably take it, over Bren if anybody were to get it, because mainly Jake has been carrying Team Custa here. He's getting high energy. I mean, he's had like 5 grabs to Mr. X's 2.5. Like, that's insane rate of charge to be able to Graviton Surge.
We're definitely seeing, a little bit of a Ryan different style here because Johnny playing more of that flank Reinhardt, and Bren, he's sort of a phalanx on the front line.
He's swinging.
Bren, so aggressive, just finds CP. Finds the Brigida there, who took a lot of early damage, already has the Shatter too. He wants to break the shield. He wants to drop the Shatter so badly, but he won't. Oh, the restraint. The restraint. But they're going to commit grab.
He's the Graviton.
Okay. The solo grab on Mr. X. You like to see it, I guess?
He was calling Bren back like a wild dog. He was the dog owner there. Jake obviously calming him down, making sure he didn't shatter. So really good leadership, I suppose, there by Jake. As Bren, they all backed up. They're leaving Jake here. Custa gets the boop into the back line.
Wait, Jake might have just got outplayed. Jake actually just got outplayed by Custa. Custa dodged, did the left-right, the mouse move, dodged all the damage, booped him back in, and now Team Jake are having to commit here onto the point. There's the coalescence for Frankie. And that's it. That's the first, well, not the first point, but rather the first bend of the first point, as they're going to have another fight here for the recontest for Team Jake.
Yeah, usually you don't see that at best. You don't usually see Lucio's outplaying an entire team, or I guess an entire Jake, as you see it again here. And while he's wall riding, actually.
That's hubris. And you see Sideshow getting booped, of course. That's at this point, we don't even need replays for this. We can skip any moment Sideshow goes off the map. In fact, I think we will save a lot of time on the broadcast. The ZP going to pop the rally. Uber going to return that here. So they're going to have this fight here on the card.
This is incredible. Custa is just playing Reddit Lucio in the backline without his team, not unlike most Goats playstyles. But Bren shattered, blocked by reinforces. Hex finds the deep bomb to Zoe in the backline.
Oh, and there's the shatter. Still, the Coalescence out. They have the bomb to make sure they can't follow up there. Good beat from Custa, but Custa goes down. And now, they don't have a grab. They don't have any ults. Jake's slowly onto a grab their own, but the position is so good here for Team Jake. That's going to be Team Jake holding. Right here on first, 1.5 minutes and counting down here for Team Custa. They will have a grab for the next fight. They will have a Cole, but there's a lot of ults on the board here for Team Jake.
Yeah, unfortunately, I thought Reinforce's Shadow would be a lot bigger than it was. You know, usually Team Jake doesn't find those big Diva bombs, but Sideshow found it. And so with the follow-up kill, I mean, fantastic team synergy as we're seeing from Team Jake. While, you know, Team Custa, although, you know, it's a very unorthodox playstyle of S, Custa is wall riding towards the bridge to try to find boops. But Team Jake, you know, staying coordinated, staying disciplined, and it's just working for them right now.
Well, sometimes you got to play the Reddit Lucio style here. If they're relying on Custa to do all the heavy lifting here, you're going to have to look for the big heavy plays. See both bubbles used early. Jake poking for this grab. Mr. X going to have a grab of his own. Bombs also available. And this rally
is looking like it might be less
fight. Are they going to aggressive or are they going to play slow? It looks like they're just going to play slow with it.
Yeah, both playing slow. I think Team Jake wants to make this last fight because it's 30 seconds left on the clock. That means that you can't get the respawn fast enough here, but both Zarya's high charge. Uber taking a lot of damage, but won't lose his mech as a Diva Bomb. Graviton Surge finds Jaws into the backline, and Frankie with the huge Coalescence to follow up. They've managed to get the combos, and they got greedy too much, Team Jake here, as you mentioned, Avast.
That was a beautiful setup, though, for Team Custa, though. Reinforce was watching for Bren, making sure that there wasn't going to be a shatter, and the shatter did not go off. Then they got the grab off, they got the bomb off to make sure that they could finish anyone there and stop the engage. You see the replay here where Frankie popping that coal, just clean up those that are caught in the grab after that bomb damage, and everyone just so low. Goodbye.
Goodbye, see you later. Graviton Surge combo does not fail once again. Too strong of a combo in these Goats compositions of that.
No. Does he get the boop? Oh, he doesn't get the boop, but ZP down early. They stole the beat of their own.
Oh,
there's the boop, getting one. A lot
one.
of damage off. That's a lot of damage gone. They could win this fight. They could win this fight. Custa still has beat. They're going to find Zoe as well. Jaws is down. They might even have to commit beat. Wow, Custa finding these high-value boop targets.
Well, we have to shout out, you know, who's also setting those up. I mean, Reinforce found the shatter for that second chance play with Reinforce with another huge fire strike.
Where was Reinforce
is turning it on?
That? Where was he? He got like 4 kills in that fight, but I saw the fire strike go from the other side of the... Was he on Mega Pack and hit that fire strike? Johnny,
I don't know. I think
a sniper.
Reinforce he's turned Reinhardt into Pharah somehow. I mean, he's just all over the map at this point of Vest. I don't even know where he's flying to, man. He's turning his hammer into a Gatling gun at this point.
Very flank heavy right here. Mr. X is going to have another grab. So no grab up for Team Jake here, which is very, very important. I wouldn't be surprised to see Team Custa go aggressive. All they have to worry about really is Bren's shatter. If they deny that value, you can get an early grab, set up the shatter of their own. I think they should go here really aggressively.
Shatter.
There's the shatter.
Double shatter, actually. Both are... Oh, Frankie faded after shattered. Almost got charged by Reinforce with a D-bomb combo. Play! Bren! He didn't get his shield up, Bren! What was he doing? He had his shield, I think. And unfortunately for him, he got Diva bombed. And I think he took his shield down last second there. I'm not exactly sure what happened.
He was swinging. I don't know if it was broken or if he just didn't see the bomb, but another great bomb from Hex. Hex has been getting these deny bombs here, where every time the engage happens, he just drops it behind enemy lines, make sure that Team J can't go forward. As a solo grab onto Mr. X, chasing into spawn. And legitimately, if you're Zarya like Jake, you're going to take that. You're going to take that. When the hubris of Mr. X takes him too far, you chomp him up.
Mr. X is looking scary at this point, so I mean, honestly, I'm totally fine with that play, considering Hex has been putting out the damage, you know, starting to turn it on, while Custa is just absolutely surfing all over the map. You're right, he's taking bubbles at this point. Usually you give your Zarya a bubble to your Reinhardt, but Custa's playing so aggressive that he's getting bubbled by his own Zarya, which is, you know, you don't usually bubble your Lucia.
ZP does have rally here, so Team Custa could go for the aggressive engage. They have a shatter set up if they can pressure the shield. Sideshow with a bomb available, double support ults here for Team Jake, that beat and the Coalescence. Just have to watch how these cooldowns happen, see the focus fire target. Who's it going to be? It looks like it's Bren. Bren gets booped by Custa. Can they finish him?
Doesn't look like it. I mean, he's got the rally play. They're still alive somehow. Frankie's doing a good job keeping everybody alive as Custa's putting that beat drop with the rally. Diva bomb doesn't find anything, unfortunately, for Hex. Into the Graviton Surge because he D-bombed, he couldn't eat it. And the D-bomb play doesn't come out. Reinforce locked it, actually. But DP's already dead. The beat drop's a little too late. But actually, the counter grab for Mr. X makes this fight even.
It's a great counter grab, but the health is still too much here for Team Jake. Reinforce is going to find Jaws, but at the end of the day, they're going to win this fight. It was a really long fight, too, at that. I love that focus fire onto Bren early, but Sideshow's bomb actually stopped a lot of the aggression. They're going to get a late kill. Though Bren will go down to Custa. All headshots there from the donuts.
Out of all things.
Of all things there. But
things,
Team
man.
Jake still in control of the point. 45 seconds remaining. No ults. No ults here for Team Custa. Dogman, do they want to play slow and just build their ults here, or do they just go for the aggro engage? It's going to be tough with all the ults here for Team Jake.
This is going to be tough. I'm going to have to see a San Francisco Shock playoffs against the Atlanta Reign map 5 Rialto. It's going to be hard for Team Custa to close out here unless a Charlie Niner comes out here. So he has the beat drops he saved from the previous fight, and it's looking rough. Jake has another grab comp as well.
If I'm Team Jake, I don't even know why they're playing slow. I would just go aggressive. But in fact, they got the focus on the Sideshow. Sideshow, of course, when you cannot feed, making sure to feed. So anti-click for Sideshow. And there's the solo grab at Custa, removing the frog from the wall. And that's many members down here. Team Jake in control of the cart still. They still have the shatter. They still have the beat. Team Custa need to find the opening.
Yeah, but Jake into the back line finds Hex actually with a right click from across the map, gets the Baby Diva, and that's going to be
the
absolutely
shatter!
huge. Jake!
It's so big! It denied the beat too! It's gigantic from Reinforce, but can they clean it up? I don't think they can. Uber's going to pop the rally. And Team Custa, map 2 here, Dogman.
It might be done for Team Custa. Unfortunately for them, Team Jake might just get that charity $50,000.
Let's take a look here at the T-Mobile takedown tactics. Take a look at Team Jake. Look at their comms here.
Who will be playing DPS, tank, and support?
Same as the first map. Oh, is it? Yeah. So me and Bren on DPS. Sideshow, Uber on
tank,
and Zoe and Jaws on support.
Perfect. Thank you.
Good job. We practiced this so much too.
Yeah.
We
thought we were gonna lose on goats, dude.
No, we actually improved so much. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I was so
confident.
Objective time is unreal.
Team player.
Oh, mate.
It is close.
Yeah, these guys are idiots.
They're just triggering you, Hex.
Hex, don't let it get to you.
Some salt. Some salt coming out there, Dogman. Not quite seeing some of the camaraderie benefits right there. But it is gone. We're already up 2 maps here. Team Custa up 2. I don't know where Dogman has gone to, but that's fine. Because, you know, he's going to come back and he's going to say something really witty. Just you wait. Just you wait. Dogman's going to say something very, very witty there. But Team Jake have now gone to the second map. It is only 1 map remaining. And Dogman is back. Hey, Dogman.
I just can't say. I was too surprised by that result, honestly. I mean, it just freaked me out. I couldn't help it, honestly, but disappear for a few seconds. But, you know, Team Jake, we expected Jake to do well. But you know what? I think we expected Zoe to be that 3-time champion. I mean, the Doc got nothing on her. She's just absolutely insane event.
She's too strong. She's simply too strong now. She's actually the Hureg of the talent takedown. And we are going to have a 3rd map coming up. It's going to be Lijiang with the Widow Tracer. But we're going to go to break real quick, and we'll be right back.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by HyperX. Unleash your style, unleash your fury with HyperX Fury Memory. And by Coca-Cola, the official refreshment of the Overwatch League. The Overwatch League is brought to you by T-Mobile. Switch today and rank up to America's largest 5G network, T-Mobile. And by State Farm. For auto, home, or renters insurance, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
One of the most hyped up players actually comes from the North American scene, despite being a Korean player, played for Fusion University in North America, has hoisted several titles, 4 in Contenders alone.
솔직히 말하면 초반에는 어려웠는데.
And this guy is one of the biggest pickups. He's finally 18. He's finally able to play here in the Overwatch League. He's going to be a huge boon for this roster, and he's the player to watch heading into this next series.
For me, it's like tough to argue that Alarm is the best support in the league right now.
저 개인적으로는 제가 컨텐더스에서 주목을 받다 보니까 좀 그런 거에 대한 좀 압박감이 살짝 있었고요. 왜냐면은
Alarm in the support role. This guy had so much hype around him.
일단 알람 선수는 일단 리그에 오기 전부터 컨텐더스 할 때부터 일단 세계 최고의 서브 힐러라고 생각을 했고 이미
사람들이 좀 확실하지 않았어가지고.
I don't think Alarm needed much guidance in his rookie year. He kind of knew what he was doing when he came in from day one.
엄청 좋은 팀메이트로서의 모습을 많이 보여줬고 그리고 누구보다도 열심히 하는 모습을 보여주면서 다른 선수들한테 귀감이 된 선수인 것 같아요.
Alarm, you're very much in the conversation for the award this year of Rookie of the Year. What would it mean to you to be awarded the Rookie of the Year of the 2020 Overwatch League season?
아무래도 이 선수로서 딱 한 번만 있는 기회다 보니까 무조건 솔직히 말하면 MVP보다 더 저 개인적으로는 욕심 나고 그렇기 때문에 최대한 남은 경기 열심히 하면서 최대한 신인상 받기 위해서 좀 신인상이 좀 간절합니다. 네.
네, 그게 2020년 신인상을 수상하시게 되었습니다. 알람 선수가.
진짜요?
네, 축하드립니다.
Oh yeah, Alarm is like a really good guy in game and outside the game. So, I mean, I remember last year he actually sent me a letter. Like all the Fusion uni sent a letter for the planes matches to wish us good luck. I'm Alarm. I don't know if I will go to Fusion or not, but if I join Fusion, I want to be close to you. When I went to the Fusion house for dinner, I was really nervous, so I didn't even say hi, and I regret it now. I want to be like you, and you know what? We have the same birthday. I don't know when this letter will get to you, but I hope you make it to playoff. I will cheer you on. Goodbye, handsome guy.
갑자기 눈물 나시고 방금 울음이 나올 만큼 너무 기뻐가지고.
Even as a teammate, he's like always there for you. I mean, he's always gonna be there, and yeah, no, he's like really fun, and he's learning a lot every day.
지금까지 좀 제가 열심히 했던 게 떠올라가지고 그 팀들한테 너무 고맙고 그런 것 때문에 온 것 같아요. 일단 신인상이랑 올스타에 뽑혀가지고 정말 팬분들하고 그리고 저를 뽑아주는 분들에게 정말 감사하게 생각드리고 또 부모님한테도 굉장히 고맙게 생각합니다. 부모님 사랑하고 그리고 팬분들도 정말 사랑합니다. 지금 계속 더 열심히 할 테니까 쭉 응원해주세요. 감사합니다. 사랑해요.
And there is the Rookie of the Year. There was a lot of really great rookie candidates this year. And same for MVP, honestly. There's just so many options available this year. We had a really stacked lineup. But Alarm earning Rookie of the Year is, I think, really well-deserved. And you can see how much it means to him. And Dogman, as someone that's been playing against Alarm this year and is also a flex support, the same role, do you you have to say that this is an incredible moment for him and that there are a few that are more deserving of it, I think, in the league.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to really put anybody else up there. Realistically, I've been playing against Alarm like my whole career pretty much from when I was playing Contenders Back in the Philly University days, he's been kind of the backbone of the Philadelphia Fusion. He's been crazy, top MVP votes. He's a really talented player for a reason. Really, really insane, honestly.
Yeah, the storylines that people sometimes forget just like how far back these storylines have sort of been developing at points. And Alarm has been sort of a monster of like contenders for a year or two before this, and then comes into Overwatch League and is a monster here too, and is leading Philly to arguably their greatest season yet since joining the team. So it is a really impressive feat from someone that's the first time in Overwatch League, I'd say for sure. But we are going into map 3 here for the Talent Takedown presented by T-Mobile, and it is going to be Lijiang Tower, and it's now going to be the DPS picks only of Widow and Tracer. And do you think this is going to swap up anything here for these two squads, Dogman, or is it mostly going to be Team Jake continuing to sort of just pound away?
I mean, we'll see. I think it's up in the air. I think Team Jake has shown that they don't take their, pedal off the metal. They've been continually performing. Now that it's a map 3, they could be clowning around. They could be doing some crazy, wacky things. I'm sure we'll see Sideshow do a Sideshow every now and again, fall off the map,
Oh my goodness. I just saw Mr. X with the best roast I've ever seen. It's in game chat, but he just asked, is this the best team that Jake has ever been on? Oh my, that's so good. Oh my Mr. God. X. You know what? Sometimes that's just like you may be losing, but you get the final word in there. Get the final word in. Sure, you still lost, Mr. X, but you know what? Respect to the burn.
Yeah, respect. I mean, realistically, with Outlaws, honestly, Vest, Jake's been on some like weird roles where he's a carry player, obviously, right? And back in the day in Outlaws Season 2, he played a lot of Brigitte, not really a lot of the DPS, and I don't think he had the opportunity to shine realistically in the Outlaws teams. I think that maybe their players were there. I think they had some talented players. Team Jake today obviously proving to be a top Overwatch team in general.
Oh, for 100%. I mean, look at the talent on this roster. We have Jake, we have Bren, we have Uber, we have Zoe, we have Jaws. There's so much talent here with Team Jake.
You missed one of us.
Did I?
What did you miss? I don't know. You might have missed one there.
I mean, but then look, we take a look at Team Custa. There's so much talent there too. We have ZP, we have Mr. X, we have Hex, we have Reinforce, we have Custa, we got Frankie Ward, of course. There's 11 really talented Overwatch players in this match right now.
Yeah, such really good players. I mean, right now we're on a quick technical pause. Somebody's power went out, I think, so we're gonna have to wait for that temporarily. But yeah, Team Jake seems to be pretty well-rounded. Obviously, there might be a little shiny bald head somewhere in there that we don't know about.
They're well-rounded, all right. It's almost completely eggshell smooth. That's how well-rounded they might be.
Completely spherical, right?
Yeah, it's more oblong, almost.
Oh, yeah?
It's more oblong. I think spherical would be like, that would kind of be a weird shape, perhaps. But it says that someone's power might be, oh no, it's just Frankie fixing some frames, apparently, right now. But we are now onto map 3. If you're just now tuning in here for the T-Mobile Talent Takedown, it is going to be the third and final map of the series here, with Team Jake being up 2-0. And it's really a scene if Custa can get the pity map, as I've said before. But this isn't quite a pity map situation. It's a different situation. But it is going to be Widow and Tracer as the DPS picks. And we are on pause, back in game, ready to go. Looks like Team Jake, they're actually choosing to go this Reinhardt-Zarya comp.
Yeah, this is interesting. Reinhardt Zarya with a Brigitte Anna. I mean, they're playing more, I guess, slow. They want Bren to get some picks onto to Mr. X, and they want to build this nano boost, I guess, for the Reinhardt and try to play slow.
I mean, I feel like this makes a lot of sense for Control Center. It's a map that's traditionally been, you play around the Reinhardt a lot, even when it wasn't that meta at all, even in the actual Overwatch League. As Jake here on the flank, putting a lot of pressure out, gonna find Mr. X. Now Jake gonna take this duel here with ZP, trying to peel with the backline. It's getting counter-dove, but already some good opening picks here for Team Jake. Jake gonna find Frankie here as well, maybe. Oh, does not find that pick.
No, Frankie's actually been doing a great job of staying alive, and they come back into this fight already down 10% though, but ZP finds the pick onto Zoe.
And Team Custa still staying alive despite losing some of those early picks. ZP gonna take the 1v1 with Jake. Oh, he's playing safe. He's playing safe. He doesn't chase. Team Jake, though, did get the early flip. Still staying alive here on the point. Hex getting the mech. Jaws building up towards that nano boost. Sideshow so low. High energy, but they can't keep him alive. But I think it's okay because the rest of Team Custa is so low. But actually, Jake can't finish these frags. Reinforce gonna find 2. And it's a scrappy fight here on point.
The Brittle Maker. The Brittle Maker, can he find the shot? ZP, he doesn't. ZP's harassing the backline, but no, he's slept by Jaws.
Oh,
Incredible
Jaws, does he drop the teabag? He drops the teabag,
No!
and then he wakes him up. Oh, but ZP, he drops the pulse, doesn't find him. The bubble's gonna come out. This fight is still ongoing, but Team Custa, they've managed to flip it. They will have Coalescence available. They will have Beat here as well. As ZP wins the 1v1 with Jake.
Yeah, they found the 1v1. Jake found the fall through as Frankie finds the Coalescence to close out this fight for Team Custa. And 40% on the board only for Team Jake. Not too bad for Team Custa. This is incredible. This is indeed holdable here. As Custa goes for a little too much. Bren Widowmaker, the Brittlemaker from the spawn finds Custa's dome. You can come back quick on Lucio. You can come back fast.
Custa,
but
just a little aggressive, but that's fine. Coming back with the beat. Both tank ults available here for Team Custa. As Jake, though, going to return the 1v1 favor.
Revenge.
Taking out ZP. And Team Jake can now just walk into the point, but Custa finding Bren up top. He's alone. Custa, the assassination, Lucio, and now he's in the back line. He's on the dive. What a good dive with Reinforce. Oh my goodness. And then he just Goomba stomps off the heads. And he's dead.
Oh, but
Well,
Jake's nano boosted.
A little bit of unlucky. Not quite the style that they would have wanted there for Custa, but Frankie's going to find one. Jake going to pop the pulse. Frankie walks into it. There's the grab. And this should be the flip here for Team Jake.
Where's the? I don't understand. People said Outlaws was missing a Tracer player in Season 1. I'm convinced otherwise.
Well, I
Bren
haven't
on the
seen him
Widowmaker.
demech nearly enough divas to say he's
That's
a Tracer
true.
player yet. I haven't seen that happen just yet here. As Custa chasing deep, gonna be looking for the boop. Nope, doesn't get it just yet. So Team Jake having to back up, but Team Custa still in control of the point. Infrared sights, we're gonna be popped, and Reinforce is gonna have Primal. ZP and Custa controlling the flanks aggressively right now. As Sideshow goes over to the Winston, so Winston Diva coming out here for the mirror for Team Jake.
Yeah, this is interesting. Maybe it's because of the Ana that Jaws can't really stay alive. They had this problem on King's Row, and they're kind of relearning it as Mr. X is finds Zoe into the backline. Mr. X is hitting some shots on the Widowmaker right now, you know? He's playing consistent gameplay. They're about to win the match.
Oh, Bren hunted again by Custa as Reinforce just isolates Uber over here. Jake went down early. Jake will be back soon, but Hex pulling out the Baby Diva pistol, taking down Sideshow, and that's first round for Team Custa. And here we have some insight here into the comms with the T-Mobile takedown tactics. Let's take a look here for Team Custa.
Scott, pretend you're calling out the darters, dude. Pretend you're calling out the darters.
Yeah, like if you didn't kill Bren with that boop there, I had him on the Baby Diva.
But your FPS keeps going down, Frankie. Was at 90 before now?
Dude, Frankie's get 8 FPS, dude.
Like, Frankie has a hamster on a computer and it just died.
Slideshow. Oh my lord.
3, 2, 1.
And it looks like that we are back here. Some great comms. Team Custa, they were just prepared. They were just ready to sort of see, feeling a little bit more exuberant right now. As Jake going for that early dive into the back line. I see Bren getting caught very early and going down. Goodbye, Bren, off the dive. And Custa, also I noticed that Dogman that Custa was a little bit more furry than usual in his cam.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't really support cats, you know what I'm saying? But in that situation, it was quite cute. Custa has developed a new persona, I suppose you could say.
Oh, and Custa gets the boop there. Custa gets another Custa. 3 there in that fight. Even with Dogman, aka I don't support cats. Dustin Bowerman, he's fine. He's popping off before him anyways. As Custa, he's still hunting. Bren gets booped in. No, Bren! Oh my goodness. Custa is fragging right now.
They're not having a good day, especially, I mean, they talked about at the half. Jaws with a huge sleep on Mr. What was Mr. X there? On the Widowmaker.
He's playing more of a Musketeer Widow, you know? He's playing for the front line. It's a Musketeer type of Widow.
Honorable, okay, I get that. That's fair. You know, that's a Widowmaker, not very known as honorable as a character. But in that situation, it's
Bren's dead again. Bren's dead again. Custa is, and he gets Jake, It comes in and drops the beat. Why not? Drops the beat. Hex gonna find Jaws there, and Custa getting more frags than probably the rest of his team combined right now, and dropping the beat. Sideshow is gonna take down Mr. X, but he's so low. He doesn't want to pop it. Custa gets another. Look at him go.
Tying this man back to an Overwatch League team immediately. This guy's just carrying his team. He's going after Bren again. He doesn't want Bren to play the video game. Bren is just not allowed to play Overwatch today. Bren might as well be staying in his bed at this point all day. I mean, he's just absolutely...
Bren should probably also decide to do some Musketeer Widow. He's going to stay on it. And he's gone to Reinforce. Bren is just a respawn simulator. He's more of just a not playing Overwatch type Overwatch player. Understandable, understandable. As Team Custa tries to go back towards the point. Sideshow putting some point pressure here. And ZP gonna go down and lose the pole. Sideshow didn't have to pop Primal, and there's finally the flip for Team Jake.
Yeah, I don't think Team Custa's even salty about that. I mean, they just killed Bren about 10 million times there. He literally got killed in the spawn doors of that. I don't think I've seen that since Selfless, you know? That's absolutely insane.
To be expected, you know, with this top-notch dive between Custa and Reinforced. Jake, very low, gonna get out. They are gonna demech Uber, and Mr. X is gonna find Bren. There's the dive from Reinforced, already forcing the nade and the sleep. There's all the cooldowns gone there for Jaws. The hold on the nano, but Reinforced gonna get out. You see Hex pressuring the point. He needs to finish off Jaws. He isn't going to. He's still pressuring point here, but Reinforced is down. And Team Jake, they might be turning this.
I think we got a 0.25 Hex there. He looked a little bit shady, but Uber with a huge deep bomb to Frankie and Bren as well on Custa. They're actually managing to win this fight.
Oh,
bring it
the
back.
urgency.
Bren!
The urgency from Bren there, Dogman. Did you see it? Did you see how urgent that was?
Oh my God, that was urgent. That was absolutely
extremely urgent. Now Sideshow diving in, holding close. Still very, very chaotic for both these squads right now as Team Jake ticking up towards the 50% here on the control point. Bren going here for the repeat again. And Dogman, Team Custa, they need to perhaps just follow up off these frags. They've already got an Uber.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're going to find Bren as well. Custa is just fragging in the back line. Jaws sleeps him, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Jake finds ZP. These are crucial picks because if they give up a point, it's going up to 100. It's going to get one last fight.
He drops the beat for him and Frankie. I like it. And he gets the kill on Sideshow. You ever have to sleep the Lucio to stop the rampaging menace in your back line and then still lose the fight? Frankie going aggressive with Reinforced with the Cole. And now 90%. Jake looking to maybe touch here. This could be the map victory for Custa, for Team Custa, that is. As Jake wins the 1v1 if they can not get the point. Oh, they do get it. They get the point touch.
But Bren, the urgency, as you said, he got Reinforced on the back line. This is known for being a Widowmaker map. Carface had some insane picks as Jaws find Mr. X. This opens up the map. Now he has no contest. Bren is free to do whatever he wants. Sideshow booped off the map by Custa. Used his jump at the coastline. Makes it so he can't even touch the point. He falls off the map. So this is still openable for Team Jake, though.
And he's so, oh my God, he's so low. Jake's so low. The beat gets forced. Custa,
he's going for Bren.
He really wants to get the beat here. He's finding Bren, but ZP's dead to the bomb for the point touch. Can they touch it? Need another touch? Oh, they don't. Okay, they're going to let it flip.
They found
Custa's
Bren.
Still going back in. They still have time. They can just reset. They can just reset here. There's still going to be another fight.
They can reset, but that's actually a back-breaking fight to maybe even lose here. But it's so he dies delayed. This is going to be 80%. Going to be last fight here. Coalescence. They're trying to win this fight, Abbas.
There's Cole invested. Custa does have beat available here if they want to stay in it there. The beat likely going to come out very soon once the bubble's down. Reinforced. Zoning Jaws. Taking him out of the fight. Not gonna be able to pick him up, but he does remove the healing. Jake extremely low. He needs to get picked. He needs to get picked right now. There we go. Reinforced with 2. Custa dropping the beat, and now this could be the map win here for Team Custa as Reinforced finds another. And it's only Jaws left alive on point. Sideshow making his way back. He might be able to get Primal. It could be a very close Primal hill, but he has to get the touch. Oh, he gets moved by Custa. He gets moved by Custa. Wow, there's the map. There's the map, and you know, it was close. It was closer there, and then here's the takedown tactics again here for Team Mobile. Let's listen in to Team Custa.
Very easy.
Of course.
Such an easy map.
Honestly, like I said, they're just the worst bunch of winners.
Oh, this is a crazy play of the game.
Oh, look at me. Dude, look at this. Oh, dude, honestly,
you popped off.
You guys did that a lot this game.
Custa. I can see it.
Good.
Nice. Johnny collapsed that game, actually.
I mean, I didn't get to play that last map.
Yeah, well, yeah. In that comp, you know.
Good games, good games. I'm going to go Jetty.
I can't believe Matt didn't tell us.
And well, that's definitely a little bit of clapping from Johnny the Right, and Uber did not also get, or not, rather not Uber, but Bren didn't really play too much there. What some could say is a pity map, though, it's still a team victory for Team Jake, winning 2-1 now. And Dogman, I have to say, that was some extremely high-level Overwatch.
Yeah, this was fun. This Team Mobile Talent Takedown was amazing. Thank you to Overwatch League for having me watch this match. I mean, Bren couldn't even play the game. Having you here has been awesome, Avast. This was fun. This was really fun, man.
It's always a good time for the Talent Takedown. I think both squads showed up. Maybe Team Custa getting a little salty there at the end, but they got the pity map, as it's so called, there at the end. with some great dive gameplay there, and we got to see some Widow 1v1s, so we always love it. There's going to be more Widow 1v1s later in the day, which we all have to look forward to. So if anyone's looking forward to that, that is, I think, the next event. So it's going to be a poppin' one. But so far, Team Jake walking away with the W. The trash talk has been validated, and that means Zoe is now the 3-peat champion for Talent Takedown, Dogman.
Wow, you can't really contest that. She's a 3-time champ. You know, who's going to take her down? Is she going to be the 4th-time champ next year? You can't say. She's too good.
Just the Hureg of the talent. Just unbeatable. But also, I guess, technically, she is playing every time. She's not just a bench player. She is playing. So really not the Hureg. Just the carpet of talent.
She's on a whole nother level, man.
Yeah, definitely a whole nother level. But that's been a great match, and we saw great plays all around. We saw some good eats. We saw Uber getting some great eats. We saw great dives. We get to see some of the legendary ZP Tracer even winning some 1v1s with Jake, which we have to love. And Custa, of course, pulling out his trusty Lucio. Trusty Lucio. Some people don't remember when Custa was a flex support player.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, Custa played really well that map, as he has in the past, and Jake as well, to carry his team to victories on previous maps. Overall, this series was actually close on King's Row.
I like this highlight right here, Dogman.
This was my favorite.
That was a good one.
He needs the MVP. I mean, give the Baldy MVP at this point, because he's just been feeding his brains out. It's been absolutely amazing for Team Custa to see. But overall, you got to be impressed with their performance, though. I mean, Sideshow, not as much, but the rest of the crew, they played well, Vast.
They did. I mean, honestly, considering that the total gameplay level for both of these teams, as compared to other previous Talent Takedowns, is the highest ever been, because we have so many ex-pros now in the mix.
Yeah.
So legitimately, it probably was the highest level T-Mobile Talent Takedown that we've ever seen. And of course, T-Mobile donating $50,000 to Team Jake's charity of choice, which is the Equal Justice Initiative, and then $25,000 to Custa's charity, the UNCF. So it's also a very good time with that, because we're having some good philanthropy going on for both the squads here on top, after also playing the match that we could all view with our eyeballs. So it's been a nice time.
It's been fun. I mean, $75,000 is no charitable thing to gawk at, man. I mean, that's just great from T-Mobile. It's been amazing to watch, and Team Jake deserved that $50,000. They played really well.
Now, Team Jake, led by the shot calling of Jake, of course, to be expected. Someone that's been still at the top of the ladder even after retiring. He loves to still just go in and play the game. He's always sort of been a ranked warlord. You know, there are some players that are just ranked warlords. Like Funny Astro. That's a guy I'd put as a ranked warlord. You know, that guy is 100% ranked. Jake, even still, a ranked warlord. Just loves to get in there and grind it out. So, I mean, comparatively, I know that they scrimmed a lot, but Team Custa can't be too ashamed with their performance here, okay? They did their best. They had a newcomer with Frankie Ward, and on top of that, they still got the map. They got the map to the end. So it's been a very good time for them here in the Talent Takedown. And, you know, were there any players that really stood out to you outside of, you know, once we announce the MVP?
Oh, yeah. I mean, besides the MVP, I mean, there's been... Custa's played really well. We've seen, you know, DP play really well. It's been great overall.
Yeah, it's been super fun. So we are just getting ready for the next event that's going to be happening soon. But right now, I think the Talent Takedown is going to be concluded and entirely. But we still have to award an MVP, I believe, which we should be awarding very soon. We were going over it in between the breaks. But I would say myself, Dogman, unrelated to who the T-Mobile Talent Takedown MVP is, I'm an MVP for getting to cast with you. It's been a super fun time. You know?
You can't make me blush right now, Vest.
I can, actually. I can. It's what I do best. So we are going to be announcing that very soon, because I have to say that it's a big MVP. It's a very big MVP. He's large. You know who he is. And
eats all day.
Eats all day. We've
Works
pretty much
out all
given
day.
it away. We've pretty much given it away, but we're not going to let them know just yet, because we're still waiting to get them in and get ready to go. But I think that it's been a super great Talent Takedown here, and also the rest of the events for the day, because you're playing later, right? You're playing after the Widowmaker 1v1, you're playing after the mystery event. There's still the actual All-Stars event that's going to be happening with you and some of the players. You're on Team Reinhardt, right?
Yep, Team Reinhardt. I will be on that team later today in the All-Stars event. I'll be ripping my shirt off after this immediately, cool down, because Arizona is hot as heck, man. So let's see.
Well,
let's announce that MVP.
Because we do have our MVP ready, actually. I'm going to send you away. You're done. you're done here today, darling. Go get ready. But thank you so much for casting with me. It's been super fun. But we do have our T-Mobile Talent Takedown MVP ready to be interviewed, and I have him ready right here. And his name is Uber. Uber, are you here?
Thank you.
Hey, Mitch.
I'm here.
You know, you had some big eats. You had some real big eats. So, you know, what do you think? Do you think the shot calling of Jake helped you out there? Or is that just your own massive brain that saw all the very obvious ults being thrown at you?
I'm not going to make Jake micromanage a bunch of plat players. That's not really fair to him, I think. But sometimes it's a little bit telegraphed, and Hexagrams tends to panic a little bit. So I definitely waited for the second one. The first one, maybe fortunate timing, but the second I was ready for.
Yeah, the second one, I mean, it was a good day for you overall, I'd have to say, and Team Jake as a whole. I said this, it seemed like you guys worked really hard. You did a lot of scrimming here in preparation. I didn't see that reflected in Sideshow's play, but in everyone else, I did see that the prep really paid off. And, you know, did you feel that you guys were coming in with a clear advantage with a player like Jake, or do you think it was relatively equal across the board, all memes aside?
Yeah, I think so. Jake obviously wants to win a lot, which is great. So, you know that he's going to take it seriously. You know he's going to put the effort in. Obviously a lot of shot calling came from him, especially in the GOATS matchup. A lot of the ult timings were there. So like if I'm rallying or we have a beat, like Jake's sort of calling that. We learn a ton, of course, learning from him. And yeah, Sideshow, I mean, had some struggles. We definitely got main tank difference in the last map after we switched back to dive, but that's life.
Hey, the important part here is that you got a highlight that we're going to show right now here. It's a big highlight reel here for a big man going on, and this is you on the D.Va. Spent a lot of time on the D.Va, and you're eating a lot of the ults throughout today. You know, I made sure to make a lot of references to your caloric intake, you know, making, you know, the lifting, of course, which I hope you've been able to maintain.
3,200 calories a day right now. Working on a slight deficit, actually. Obviously, I'm getting the shed set up for
you're
more
looking
training.
a little slim. You're looking slim, you know? You're vascular, I would say. And look at these D.Va stats. Nearly 15K
trying to get the
damage done.
cheekbones to peak a bit, you know what I mean? Just work on the jawline like yourself, you know what I mean?
I can see it. You know, I really appreciate that. You know, I also have been working on just sort of the lemon and pepper, you know, juice cleanse myself recently. So it's really helped my frantic energy.
Just run straight through you, doesn't it? Feels good.
It really does. Just like how you ran through Team Custa a little bit there.
Ooh,
I mean, Custa even swapping out his cam at the end. Yeah, I know. You had to throw in a little bit of a jab there at the end myself. But I have to say that all things considered, it was a really great talent takedown. Do you have any shout outs you'd like to give here?
Yeah, obviously shout outs to my team. I think talent takedown's one of my favorite parts of the year, providing I don't lose every time. So we've broken that streak now, but really fun to play with Jake under a more serious setting. Big shout out to the other team as well, Team Custa, for being good sports. We always have a lot of fun with the trash talk. And yeah, I consider myself more of a role player on our team this time around, just trying to fit in there, and everyone around me did really well. Bren had some moments, Jake looked incredible. So, and shout out to Zoe and Frankie for playing across the world. Thanks all for watching.
That is a Zoe 3-peat. Yeah, that's a Zoe 3-peat as well. But thank you so much, Uber here, the T-Mobile Talent Takedown MVP. But we still have a whole host of events to finish out here for today, because we still have the Widowmaker 1v1 presented by State Farm right after this. And we'll be right back.